Welcome to Atlanta Motor Speedway, qualifying underway for the StackUp.org Trucks Series race, part of the Sidewinder Racing Leagues. Clock just starting going. Drivers will have 5 minutes to get their 2 timed laps in. We got random Discord notifications. Let's go ahead and mute that. Blake Roebuck in the 30 going out. We also have Alkire in the 43, Quinn Newton 88, Lucas Hoytsman the 97, Garrett Boyd. A lot of trucks already on track. Got 8 playoff drivers going for 4 spots at the end of this race. So the points are tight while they're on their warm-up laps. Let's take a quick look at them. Here they are. Yep, Giglio, Hoytsman, Munchel, and Rivard currently on the safe side of the cut line. Floyd 4 points out, Deal 6 back, as is Dominic Lee. And then Montrose 9 back. We'll see when the dust settles. The only points given tonight are at the end of the race. So Roebuck be the first truck out. He's got the first lap time posted. And has some blinking issues. That's not good. Garrett Boyd jumps up to second. Has me on the bed of his truck. Still funny. Good stuff. This is high Swiss right above my head. Perfect. There's Quinn Newton up in the 3rd spot. Let's see, lap 2 slower for Roebuck. Lap 2 quicker for Hoytsman, he goes to P2. Quinn Newton 2nd lap quicker, he goes P3. Garrett Boyd 2nd lap slower. Bill Rivard 2nd lap quick, he now goes P2. Cody Brown's 1st lap puts him P8. It's a good looking truck there, Cody. Gets it up into the outside wall, so his lap will not count for the 2nd lap. JR Deal, one of our playoff drivers, he goes P8. Caleb Reese on 94. So Reese he's able to put down on his 2nd lap. Goes quicker, 31.51. That should bump him up to 4th. Nice lap there for Caleb. Ethan Evers out on track. Dominic Lee just shot up to the 2nd spot there. One of our playoff drivers to keep an eye on. PJ Floyd bumps into, looks like 12th. 31.59 for him. Corey Deal out on track. Unsponsored Toyota, he's blinking a bit, as you see. We're island with Lee as he crosses the line. 2nd lap slower, so his 31.39 will remain lap of record for the 98. Ethan Evers coming to complete his 2nd lap. 31.57, slightly quicker, but does not change position. Remains 4th spot. PJ Floyd completes his run. So try to ride along with Corey as he blinks in and out. Corey's first time lap. 31.95 puts him 16th. See if he picks up a lap number 2 as he continues to blink. Go back and watch Giglio as he runs very high on his out lap. Blake's going to have 1 lap to see where he can qualify. But he's running the top. So Blake's lap not going to be all that wonderful. Corey Deal's 2nd lap leaves him 15th.
Hey Corey, are you dealing with the thunderstorms right now?
The broadcaster is. Giglio's 1 lap is going to be a 31.69. That puts him 16th, and that is
Yeah,
it.
they were pretty bad around here earlier. I just know in the Carolinas too. That's why I was asking.
Well, the Virginias are getting them too, I can confirm. Maybe a bit rumbly outside.
No, that way not that bad yet. It
26
was thundering
trucks.
pretty good today when I was at work, but besides that, I really don't know.
Yeah, no, I was just looking at your connection. You blink a few times normally, but I got you listed as like 22 on those 2 laps of qualifying.
Yeah, man, I'm going for a record here lately. Last night was 101.
Hmm.
Tonight I'm going for 200.
Damn.
Are you trying to take Neo's place as the connection king?
Yeah.
Waiting for Roebuck to get on track. And we can do our starting lineup. Hard to do without the pole sitter.
It's okay. I'm starting from the pits, though, because I expect a lap 1, turn 1 caution.
Good luck, everybody.
Well, that is interesting. Good to know. Let's go out on track. We got Blake Roebuck. Let's go on with our starting lineup cameras if we can. Camera's being a little delayed at the moment. There we go. Now it's showing replay, and I don't know why. There we go. Blake Roebuck, going to be your pole sitter in the number 30 App State Ford F-150. Teammate Dominic Lee in the Roll by Goodyear Ford F-150 will be starting alongside Lee in the playoffs here, so going for one of those final 4 spots. Bill Rivard, pitch black Mountain Dew Chevy, also going for one of those 4 spots. Then you got the 8 machine of Ethan Evers, rolls off 4th. Lucas Hoysma, the Labor 12 Toyontiac, starts in the 5th spot. Lucas also going for one of those 4 spots. Caleb Reese starts 6th in the Black Rifle Copy Chevy. Ian Montrose, the Hoonigan Ford, going for the playoff spot. He is in 7th. Quinn Newton, Low Drag Esports Chevy, starts 8th. Garrett Bory, the ECE, new sponsor for his truck. He is rolling off in the 9th spot here. Now we've seen Quinn. There's TJ. TJ Floyd rolls off in the 10th spot. This camouflage USA looking truck. Jeremy Clapper, Martin Sports Ford, rolls off 11th. JR Deal, Swiss Army Toyota, starts 12th. JR going for one of those playoff spots. Chris Allcar, the Navy Ford, rolls off 13th. Cody Brown, Morton Buildings Ford, starts in 14th. Corey Deal, starting from the pits. He'll be credited as starting 15th, but starting from the pits, as we said. Giglio going for one of those playoff spots, starting in the back in 16th. Jeremy Scherer, Focus Factor Chevy, starting 17th. Travis Martin's Ford Performance F-150 starts 18th. Nick Hammer in the National Fallen Firefighter Foundation FireHero.org Fort Worth Screen Esports Chevrolet starts in 19th. Zach Margerson, the Lord Cove Ford F-150 starts 20th. J Munch in the Goodrich Service Plus Tasmanian Devil Chevrolet starts in 21st. And Billy Davison in the Power Peralta Race Labs Stack Up Chevy starts in 22nd. Tyler Stillwell, the Tyler Screen Printing number 32 Toyota starts 23rd. Daniel Wallen, Labor 12 Chevy starts 24th. Scott Elsa, Will Ashburner not shown on track. So 23 trucks on track. Pace car dives off. Roebuck has to wait for the green on initial start. And we are underway from Atlanta. Roebuck leads. Dominic Lee on the high side did not get all that great of a start. Bill Rivard now 2nd. Lucas Hoytsma 3rd. Dominic Lee is going to fall back to 4th. Ian Montrose doesn't get to his inside. Now Bill Rivard looking to go for the race lead in the 10 truck. Blake Roebuck closes the door on the nose of his Chevy. Ford Chevy Toyota to start the race. 1, 2, 3. It's what you call parity. 1 down, 119 to go. Not correct about the lap 1 turn 1 accident. Bill Rivard very sideways coming off turn number 2. That's going to cost him the spot to Hoysma. Hoysma up to 2nd. Rivard drops back to 3rd. Now under attack from the 98 and 2. Lots of playoff drivers in the top 5. 4 of them, in fact. The only one not is race leader Blake Roebuck. Ethan Evers trying to crash that playoff party here. Looks like the two may have touched the apron a little bit there, got out of shape. And Evers gets to his outside down the backstretch. Lucas Hoisman, meanwhile, closing in on the 30 of Roebuck. Should be a battle for the lead before long here. As Evers finally does complete that pass on Montrose. Evers moves up into the top 5. Montrose down to 6th. See lots of single file all the way back to the 15 of Jeremy Sherrod. Sherrod the inside of Blake Giglio. Sherrod moves up from 14th to 13th. It's kind of single file look towards the front. Roebuck, Hoitzman, Rivard, Lee, Evers. Montrose, Boyd, Newton, Breesy, and Clapper Newell, top 10. Giglio back around Jeremy Sherrod, put Giglio back up to 13th now. JR Deal got to the inside of Sherrod, he moved up a spot. JR to the 14th position. Corey did start from the pits, he's out there still blinking like crazy. Trucks around him. Just checking on Corey while we got a chance there. He's going through the front stretch trial. Start lap 6 for him. Meanwhile, most of the field coming through thirds 3 and 4.
Okay.
Dominic Lee got some right rear damage on that 98. Playoff drivers picking up some damage early on. Just ahead of Blake Giglio and JR Deal. So 3 playoff trucks all right there together. See TJ Floyd up ahead. He's another one of them. Ethan Evers doing battle with Ian Montrose once again. Still Roebuck, Hoitzma, Rivard, your top 3. You have Ethan Evers, the 2 of Montrose. Now Garrett Boyd trying to take a spot away from Montrose. Quinn Newton trying to follow him through as well. Boyd takes away the 5th spot. Now Newton trying to go for 6th. And the 88 got very close together there, but everyone made it through. Newton unable to get by Montrose. Now Breesy looks to his outside. Nothing new in there. But Giglio going to the outside around Chris Allkire. That'll move Giglio up to 11th. Sides Allkire down to 12th. We're starting to put a little gap over Bill Rivard. Then you have Roebuck running a higher line than Hoitzman. These 2, 3, and 4. Working to complete lap number 12 of 120. Newton and Montrose battling side by side. Looks like they had a 4X contact between the two. Let's see.
Sorry, Quinn, that was some mega around the fifth, second, so.
What happens between the two. And Montrose slides up into him there, and he has to feather it a little bit, but he did make a slight bit of contact. Newton carries on. Montrose drops back an extra spot now. Breesy got by, and now Blake Giglio looking to go around the outside. Two truck very tight, so definitely doesn't like trucks on his outside. Able to wrangle that one in. Two truck pushing all corner exit.
We got trouble.
Stillwell's had an issue. See what happens to the 32. Oh man. Oh, looks like some netcode shot the 32 to the outside wall as he was racing side by side with the 23 of Daniel Lawala. That shoots him down onto pit road. That'll probably give him an unsafe pit entry. You see he's got the meatball from the smoke coming out of the truck. Lots of not good. Here comes the 32 to serve his penalty and get the damage repaired, I assume. Roebuck continues to lead Hoytsma and Rivard. Garrett Boyd has company. Boyd gets by Ethan Evers. Evers now in the fifth spot. Newton been right on the back bumper of Boyd for quite a while. Riding his coattail towards the front. Real secret is Quinn Newton sees my face on the back of that 38. He wants to hit it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. It's either me or Cliff, one of the two. Cliff's on the tailgate, and I'm on the bed cover. Oh, the 49 TJ Floyd gets big sideways off of turn 2. Able to save it. He was dancing all over the place.
That was fun, JR.
Newton gets by Garrett Boyd up to the 4th spot now. Boyd drops back to 5th, Ethan Evers 6th. Those three trucks have 2.5 seconds to make up before they get to Bill Levard. Blake Giglio's made his way up to 7th, starting 16th. So in just 17 laps, Blake Giglio has moved all the way up 9 positions.
I'm trying to help you, Cody.
Take a look at our biggest movers. Jay Lynch up 8, Blake Giglio up 9, Dominic Lee down 16. Been a struggle for the 98 to start this race. Lee trying to move on to the next round of the playoffs has not been going well. Blake Giglio now underneath Ethan Evers. That'll put Blake up to the 6th spot, moving forward. Best lap for our race leader, Blake Roebuck, was a 31:57, currently turning 33:32s. Almost 2 full seconds of fall off just in the 19 laps. Ethan Evers all kinds of out of shape in the 8 truck. Gets up into the outside wall, rides it a little bit. It's going to lose a ton of momentum as Caleb Brees closes in. Brees now looks to the inside of Evers. Straight down that white line, starts to drift up a little bit. Side by side, they continue for that 7th spot. Evers going to hold on to it for now. And you see this real action back here. Look at this pack of trucks. TJ Floyd leading, Chris Alkire, Nick Hammer, JR Deal. Just a hornet's nest back here. What up, Pringles? Package trucks racing very hard. You see Playoff drivers J.R. Deal and Dominic Lee in the middle and back of this pack of trucks. Cameron gets by Alkire. Alkire up towards the back end of the top 10 earlier, starting to fade a little bit. COVID did not stop you from watching. Appreciate it. Welcome on in. Garrett Boyd having a good run so far, up in the top 5. There he is between Quinn Newton and 16 of Giglio. Garrett having a pretty strong showing so far. 23 laps into a 120 event, 120 lap event. Blake Rubuck continues to show the way. Lucas Hoyce with Bill Rivard close, but not close enough. Top 3 kind of in cruise control at the moment. Lucas Hoyce with Bill Rivard trying to punch their ticket to the championship for next weekend. Next weekend, I should say Thursday. It's not the weekend yet. Feels like it to me. Then you got this pack of 3, Newton, Garrett Boyd, and Giglio. Blake also trying to punch his way to that championship for. So 3 of the top 6 playoff drivers. You have Ethan Evers in the 8, Caleb Reese in the 94. Ian Montrose, the 4th of our playoff drivers, rides in the 9th spot. Topper Newell in 10th. Jay Munch is the 5th of our drivers still running for that title. He is in 11th. Nick Hammer is 12th. Jeremy Scher is 13th. TJ Floyd, JRD. What up, Thrizzy? See Thrizzy right when I say JR Deal. It's funny how that works. JR trying to move on to the next round. Yeah, Travis Martin there, 63. Artisan 17th. Dominic Lee right on his back bumper. Very close quarters for the 98. Dominic Lee started up towards the front. So he's got some right side damage at 98. He's been up into the outside wall. Kind of struggle for him ever since that contact. Chris Alkire's fallen all the way to 19th. He's got right side damage. He's been up into the wall as well. And you got Davis in 20th. Cody Brown also right side damage. He's 21st. Corey Deal started from the pits. He's 22nd, still in the lead lap, but only just. I'm sure we'll see our leader here if we stay on board long enough. Not quite that time. And there is Blake, race leader. 22 still in the lead lap. 24 trucks that have started this event. Llewellyn 1 lap down to 23. He had contact with Tyler Stillwell. I mentioned Tyler Stillwell. There he is. Looked like netcode on our replay. Stillwell does not believe so. Could be drama if the yellow and red trucks get together there. See on the apron there, the 43 Chris Alkire driving slow in the Navy Ford. Wrong blue and yellow switch. And he slides it into pit road. All kinds of situation there for the 43. This trio of trucks has 2.7 seconds over the next trio of trucks. I believe Ethan Evers has decided to hit pit road in the 8 truck. So Ethan coming down on lap 29 as green flag stops start to come through.
30 pitting.
Looks like a lot of the fields can go for
88 pitting.
a lap 30 and a 60-90 kind of deal. And here comes race leader Blake Roebuck. Bring in Luca Hoytza with him. Bill Rivard stays out and leads them. Quite a few trucks on pit road now. You got the 30 our leader, then you got Lucas Hoytsma, Quinn Newton, Blake Giglio, Garrett Boyd, all on pit road. Busy
94
place.
pitting.
Click through them there. There's Lucas. There's Quinn. There's Garrett. Corey Deal stays out on track.
55 pitting.
Now we're going to get a host of other trucks coming in.
59
Bill
pitting.
Rivard.
54 pitting.
Caleb Reese coming down. Jay Munch.
53 pitting. 53
Clapper
pitting.
Newell stays out on track. That should give Clapper a lap lead here.
Cody, I'm pitting, don't worry.
Oh, it was awful close between him and Bill at the line. I don't know if he got it or not. Nick Hammers also stayed out. You cycle back to the trucks that are on pit
Pitting
road.
this time, pitting this time.
Let's find where the 30 is. Roebuck currently 14th, going through turn number 3.
Pitting this time.
Huisman's out in front of him. Lucas Huisman got out ahead of Blake Roebuck. Very interesting. Lucas Huisman showing a 9.4 second stop. Could be 2 tires for this number 97. Clapper Newell is on pit road, as is Nick Hammer, so that will hand the race lead over to Lucas Huisman when they cycle around. And here comes Blake Roebuck, just eating up the 97. Just like that. Roebuck back to the race lead. It's a fascinating strategy call there for the 97. What the deal was there? They get 3 sets of tires, so my guess would be 30, 60, 90, but I guess he maybe wants to save a set for later in the event. Go the first 60 on the same set. Have an extra set later if you don't go a lap down. Could be a strategy and a winning move for the 97. Looks like Huisman and Quinn Newton both did not take tires here. Or if they did, they took only right sides, because it was a 9-second stop for both of those. Roebuck well out in front. Huisman now second. Giglio third. Remember, Blake Giglio started 16th. It's up to the 3rd position in that number 16. You got Bill Rivard, Garrett Boyd, these 3 trucks all battling one another. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. That's kind of my thinking, Mike Chris. And there goes Lucas, going to lose 2nd and 3rd. And once Bill Rivard finds a safe way by 4th. That got a little hairy as Lucas sliding around a little bit.
Thanks, Tyler.
Lucas will drop back to the 5th spot and continue to drop back as the trucks that did take tires cycle through. The other one that did not is the 88 of Quinn Newton. Newton's turning laps set at 33.6. Those around him are turning 31.9s and 32.0s. So Newton going to fade back. Ethan Evers gets by Lucas Huisman. That puts Ethan up into the top 5. Lucas's main goal will be to stay on the lead lap, as will Quinn's, and they are now 6th and 7th on the track. Ian Montrose in 8th. He's got 2 seconds to make up on Quinn. I don't see anybody picking up a speeding penalty on their last stop, so that's good. Much currently in 9th, has Dominic Lee, Cody Brown, and Jeremy Scher. So 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. All here together on track. Cody looks to the inside of the lead, does not send it in there. Nick Hammer catching up to this group. About to have 5 trucks going for that 9th spot. Travis Martin, JR Deal 16th and 17th. JR's got some right side damage to that 9 truck. That's going to hurt his chances of making the final 4. Roebuck currently enjoying a 6-second lead over these two. Garrett Boyd and Blake Giglio. See Bill Rivard, they're not too distant. Top playoff drivers, Giglio 3rd, Rivard in 4th, Hoytsma in 6th, Montrose 7th, Dominic Lee is 10th. J Munch gets by Quinn Newton for position as here comes Lee in the 98th, passing Newton. And Cameron 11 going to snake by as well as the trucks that took the 4 tires continue to cycle forward. That moves Nick Hammer up into the top 10. Cody Brown smacking the outside wall, riding the wall as long as he could, so nobody was to his inside, and pulls down. Cody Brown then brings it to pit road. Cody may have had enough. Keep an eye on the 17, see if he pops out of session or not. Taking tires on the 17. Interesting. Caleb Brees gets by Quinn Newton, as has Jeremy Sher. So Newton down to 13th. He is 19 seconds behind our leader. Lap times are about a 32 right now. So he's 12 seconds ahead of our leader in theory. Here's leader Roebuck. Newton's strategy only works if he stays on a lead lap as well, so watching him and Lucas trying to stay on lead lap. Lucas currently in 6th. Has J Munch closing in on him, as well as Montrose. Giglio, meanwhile, has taken that 2nd spot away. Rivard 3rd, Garrett Boyd back to 4th. Those 3 still in lockstep. Trying to chase down Blake Roebuck. Oh, Bill up into the outside wall on a 10. Coming through turn number 2. Garrett Boyd decides not to try and take advantage. Stays right in his tire tracks. Travis Martin going by Quinn Newton. JRDO going to get by the 88. Next truck to do so would be Zach Martinson in the 55. As Montrose goes by Hoytsma, as does Lee. Hoytsma fades back. See those red spoilers on the trucks in front of them, both playoff trucks. This race clicking by. About halfway to our next set of green flag stops, I would imagine. The first truck came 29, so a repeat of that would be 58, but I would imagine they would wait till at least 59. I think the thought there was to be a bit of a short pit. That was Ethan Evers in the 8. He's currently in 5th spot all by himself. 7 seconds back of Garrett Boyd and 2.5 over J Munch, so he's kind of isolated there. Here's Boyd starting to fall back from Giglio and Bill Rivard. Giglio is chipping away, slowly but surely, at the lead that Blake Roebuck has built up. Wrong Blake. Too many Blakes. Blake and Blake first and second. That gap was up over 6 seconds. Now it's down to a 5-7. Here's leader Roebuck. It's going to share the 94 of Breesy, 21 of Clapper Newell. These trucks should be able to put Lucas down to 13th. Quinn Newton's fallen to 17th. Smargerson's gotten by. Billy Davidson, TJ Floyd would be the next ones to pass. Corey Deal in 20th. Last truck on the lead lap. And here comes the race leader, Blake Roebuck. Corey Deal going to have to stand on it a little bit, try to stay on the lead lap if he wants that.
Leave me alone, Squid.
There it is. Wants me to leave him alone.
Thanks, Tyler.
Race leader's coming. I'm not the one you gotta worry about. See behind race leader, you see the 43 of Chris Holkire. He has gone one lap down. The 43 Navy Ford. Other truck a lap down, Daniel Llewellyn. Just hanging out with JR Deal and the 55 of Margison. Very close quarters there. Margison looking the inside of Llewellyn. Llewellyn not looking to give him space there. About 5.9. So he's gained a little bit since we last checked that gap. Rivard peeking on Giglio, trying to find a way around. Meanwhile, J-Wench has passed Ethan Evers. J-Wench up to the 5th spot. Evers fading back a little bit. See Nick Hammer now on the back of Evers. A couple of those Fort Worth screen printing teammates. Camera gets by with ease by his teammate. Nick up to the 6th spot, having a good run tonight. Dominic Lee currently in 8th. He fell way back in the first part of the run. He's kind of recovered to the 8th spot. Ian Montrose currently 9th and has a gaggle of trucks behind him. Montrose with Breesy, Sher, Clapper Newell, Travis Martin all 9th through 13th piled up. Breesy gets a strong run on him.
Hey Travis, have fun getting through this mess.
Clapper Newell tags the apron a little bit there.
I'll follow you, buddy.
And you see Lucas Hoisman all the way down to 14th in his tire strategy. Quinn Newton currently 18th. If they get that late caution, they're going to look like geniuses. But if they don't, they're going to kick themselves a little bit. That's the gamble you play in those strategy games. Montrose has finally been gotten up off the bottom. Breesy gets by. Now Travis Martin working on it. We have Cher and Clapper Newell
Thank you, Ian.
still trying to get through. Yeah, Montrose's last stop was a 12-second stop, so another one that's kind of curious. Normally it takes at least 14 and a half to put on the tires, maybe 14.1. But he had a 12.4. Don't think he got all 4 tires in the 2 truck. Roebuck lost a chunk of his lead there. From 6 seconds down to 4. May have happened to our race leader there. Don't see anything on our timing scoring. Giglio and Rivard still second and third. Nose to tailgate. Garrett Boyd rides in the 4th spot. Jay Lynch is 5th. And Nick Hammer not too far behind him in 6th. Here's our first truck to come in on their second pit stop. Cody Brown did retire his truck, by the way. He will finish 24th tonight. I suspect the 97 and 88 will short pit here.
Hey, Caleb.
Maybe 58 or 59 for them, so they can get off those old tires. But Alki are officially the first one to come to pit road. Goes right on by. We'll check on Quinn. Also staying out. So maybe 59 for them. Also keep an eye on the 8 of Ethan Evers. He's been one of the early trucks to pit. First one on the first cycle.
8 pitting.
There it is. 8 truck coming to pit road. Garrett Boyd on pit road already in the 38. Garrett taking the short pit at 59. Here comes Ethan Evers in the 8, dropping out a 7th spot to hit pit road. Gotta imagine still nothing for the 97. Or the 88, both of them staying out. Evers hits his box. Boyd heading back out. Keep an eye on the 38 of Boyd as he has fallen to 19th spot. Currently the first truck one lap down.
30's pitting.
There's race leader. Blake Roebuck. You got Blake Giglio on pit road. Dominic Lee as well. We watch our leader come to pit road. Make sure he gets on here safe and sound. No issues for the 30. Here's Dominic Lee getting to his box. The 16 Giglio heading out.
Non's pitting. Non's gonna be pitting.
JR Deal coming from 10th spot.
I'm pitting, DJ.
55 pitting.
Boulevard stays out.
88 pitting.
Dominic Lee heads back out. Blake Roebuck getting his right side tires. Here comes Montrose down in the 2. Keep an eye on all of our strategies here. Who takes what?
94 pitting up.
So far, it looks like a lot of 4 tire stops. Garrett Boyd, 9-second stop for him. I imagine that's a no tire stop. So Garrett will be taking his lumps and falling back a little bit in the 38. Nick Hammer stays out in the 11, getting some laps led here. At least one. Clapper Newell out on there, not pitting yet. Race leader Roebuck up to the 5th spot. Now 3rd, as he passes the trucks coming off pit road. Quinn Newton will be excited to have those 4 fresh tires. Oh, the 55 is around on the backstretch. Fortunately, that did not bring out a caution for those trucks that had pitted. It would have been Nick Hammer and Jeremy Clapper Newell, the only 2 on the lead lap. Nick Hammer hits pit road.
Pitting this time, pitting this time, pitting this time.
Clapper Newell, I believe. They almost got the caution they needed to be the only 2 trucks on the lead lap. That would have been insane. Right, now that things are settling down and circling back, Clapper Newell hits the pit road. 55 Margerson comes in as well. I think he got an unsafe pit exit for that spin. We probably see a penalty there for him. Tyler Stillwell, a 47-second stop his last time in. He may have picked up a penalty also. So as things cycle back, Blake Roebuck, 4 tires and fuel. Same for Giglio. Garrett Boyd, a 9-second stop, so we think he was fuel only. He's currently 3rd. Boulevard in the 4th spot. 4 tires and fuel for him. Ethan Evers, 4 tires and fuel. 5th spot. J Munch, same story in 6th. Dominic Lee, Travis Martin, Ian Montrose, Caleb Reese. Lucas Weissman finally on 4 tires. He's got to be so happy now. He's currently in 11th and has a set in the bank. Should a yellow come out late. JR Deal in the 12th spot, 4 tires fuel. Corey Deal, JR's brother, 14th. Recently got married. Congrats to him. Billy Davison, 15th. TJ Floyd, 16th. Quinn Newton, also finally on 4 tires. Feeling good, 17th. Tapper Newell, 18th. Chris Alkire, 19th. Daniel Llewellyn, 20th. Margison, maybe a patch repair, as he was only 4.8 on that second time down pit road. Looks like McCammer has retired his truck, as has Cody Brown, so 22nd. For McCammer, he'll drop to 23rd as Tyler Stillwell overtakes him. Robux lead 1.2 over Blake Giglio. Giglio is closing slowly but surely. Boulevard, 3rd place, 9 seconds behind the race leader. 2.5 seconds behind
here.
him.
I feel like we'll have Rick Ware car right now.
Tyler Stillwell busting a Rick Ware joke while he's running a Rick Ware number font. Funny. Garrett all by himself in 4th. There's J Munch, a distant 5th. You got Ethan Evers, Dominic Lee, Travis Martin up to 8th now. Ian Montrose, Caleb Reese, 9th and 10th. JR Deal, 12th. Lucas Weitzman's 11th. Nightmare. We're going to miss lap 69. We just showed J Munch's truck the whole lap, right? Is that the rule? Like Roebuck. Cross the stripe. There we go. It's your lap, J Munch. Enjoy it. D-Waddy with the Knights. We'll even get you the TV1. Nice little close-up. There we go. Field works their way to complete lap 69. Trucks still in the lead lap. J Munch passes the 38 of Garrett Boyd while he's being featured. Gotta love it. Moves up into the 4th spot. Ian Montrose gets by Ethan Evers. Caleb Reese does as well. Evers goes from 8th to 10th. Montrose and Breezy up a spot. Margison going by Evers. Margison not on the same lap. Had to come back down pit road, now 2 laps down. Corey Deal's blinking situation seems to have calmed down, but he's riding 14th. He started from the pits. He's maintained about 20 to 28 seconds behind the race leader. Hasn't been going a lap down, but not catching up either. But as other trucks have fallen a lap down for various reasons, he has passed those trucks. So Corey's gone from 24th up into 14th. Caleb Reese gets by Ian Montrose. We see taking over the 8th spot. Just took tires about 10-ish laps ago. Tires have already fallen off over a second, nearly a second and a half. They went from 31 4s to 32 9s, so that's right at a second and a half. Just in 13 laps? That's crazy. A lot of tire wear in Atlanta. That's why the track's so much fun. There's Roebuck. There's Giglio trying to run him down. Blake can finally see the leader. There he is, race leader. Blake Roebuck dead ahead. It's always fun to watch. Just jump on board Roebuck and look back. Then we can show you. Yeah. Back for the lead, 1.1, 1.2. So Giglio had quite a few trucks to get through. So he was falling back for a moment there. Let's see if he can start running them back down again. Yeah, Wacky Steve, we running trucks on Thursdays. It's like Mean Girls. On Wednesdays we wear pink, on Thursdays we race trucks. We're trucking. Blake Roebuck well out in front. See what happens to Stillwell here. Just comes off pit road, and for some reason iRacing says that's a crash. Silly iRacing. What do you know? Giglio is at the 54 of Davison all over the back bumper. Davison even looking low on Giglio. First truck a lap down, trying to make his way back to the lead lap. Giglio is also less than a second now behind our leader, Blake Roebuck. C21, a clapper duel right there as well in the 21 truck. Clapper now the first truck a lap down, so that is for position between the 54 and 21, and it's 15th place. Giglio tries to reel in race leader Blake Roebuck. I suspect about 12 laps away from final pit stops, should the race stay green. Been green since the start. Corey Deal down in 13th. He opted to start from the pits as he thought there'd be a yellow early. That did not pan out. Hoytsman Montrose battling for the 9th spot. Hoytsman, first set of pit stops, did not take tires. Trying to save a set in case a late yellow came out. So 97 and the 88 both on that strategy. Have an extra set of tires laying in the pits. Unfortunately for Newton, he's a lap down. Garrett Boyd chose this cycle to not take tires. He's currently in 11th. His last lap was a 34-second lap. Those tires really going away on a 38. Everyone else currently in the 33s. But Boyd would have a set of tires at the end of the race, should that late race yellow come out. 39 to go from Atlanta Motor Speedway. This is a cutoff race. We're going to go from 8 drivers down to 4 for the playoffs, the championship race next week. Blake Roebuck is not one of those drivers, but Giglio is. As is 3rd place Bill Rivard, 4th place Jay Munch, 6th place Dominic Lee. That's our top 4 runners at the moment, as far as the playoffs are concerned. You have Hoytsman in 8th, Montrose in 10th, J.R. Gill 12th, Race one's gotten by Ethan Evers for the 8th spot. Lucas finds himself 22 seconds behind race leader Blake Roebuck. Roebuck's gotten by the 43 of Alkire. He's all 2 laps down in the 43. Some right side damage still to the 43. Not sure if he took a fast repair or he's been up into the wall again. Blake Giglio trying to clear the lap traffic. Not quite able to clear the 43 coming off of 4. It's going to cost him a little bit of time, but not a whole lot. Blake down on the apron. 16 truck dead sideways as he got way down on the apron. That'll cost him a bunch of time. And he's going to have to repass the 21 with Clapper Newell. .35 to go. We're closing in on those final pit stops. Clapper touches the apron a little bit, gets out of shape with 21, has to lift. See if Giglio is able to capitalize down the backstretch. Not quite, gonna have to follow the 21. Montrose has gotten by Ethan Evers. Montrose up to the 9th spot. Ethan, the last truck in the top 10 now. Garrett Deals up to 11th as he's gotten by Garrett Boyd. Boyd again trying that strategy of not taking a set of tires to have a set late. He's the only truck that tried that on this cycle. Roebuck race leader has the 21 of Clapper Newell trying to unlap himself.
Thank you, Blake.
4-3 pitting.
43, Chris Alkire in the middle of this 6-truck pack. He's going to be pitting. He's decided to pull down in turn 3, stay way out of the way. Roebuck gets backed by Clapper Newell. Blake Giglio stuck behind Clapper Newell. Looks like Garrett Boyd has come to pit road in the 38 truck, the one that had stayed out and not taken tires. So he's going to short pit it.
Love your face.
Travis Martin getting by Daniel. They trade that every race that Travis goes by Daniel. So Garrett Boyd probably going to kick off our pit cycle here. I don't think anyone else is going to want to wait too long now that he's been down. Garrett heads back out. And it's Ethan Evers in the 8. He's going to pit out a 10th spot. '98 Dominic Lee also on pit road. Pits out of the 8th spot. Lee, one of our playoff contenders, pitting right at the 30 mark, so 30 to go from here. Blake Giglio hits pit road in the 16.
I just don't get it.
He has some rear end damage. I think he got hit coming into pit road.
30 is pitting. 30 pitting.
88 pitting. 88 pitting.
It's Garrett Boyd running
10 pitting
into the back of the 16 as he came down pit road. Boom!
94 fitting up.
That is why the 16 is upset. So he's going to pick up a penalty for that as well. Leader, Roebuck on pit road. Giglio serving his penalty. Lucas Hoytsma on pit road in the 97.
2 pitting this lap.
Lucas heads back out. Travis Martin takes over the race lead in the number 63. Roebuck, Rivard, and Brees all on the pit road. There's Breesy hitting his box. Giglio finally finishes penalty heading back out. Tough blow for Giglio trying to make the next round of the playoffs here. Be a tough one to swallow. Has taken his fast repair. See the back end no longer bent. Travis Martin brings his truck in. Clapper Newell still out on track in the 21 truck.
At 55 pitting.
Going to take over the race lead until Roebuck passes him here in short order. There's Roebuck. Shouldn't be too long before Roebuck gets around him. Looks like Travis Martin went with a fuel-only stop for the 63 truck. Martin only 9 seconds on pit road. There goes Roebuck to the outside of Clapper Newell with the fresher tires. Already made his pit stop, taking the race lead away. Clapper drops to second. Currently 11 trucks on the lead lap. Clapper Newell still has not pit. He will probably fall off the lead lap when he does.
Fitness time.
88 Quinn.
Is that 88 Quinn Newton?
Thank you,
And
Tyler.
McQuinn. Newton having to come back down. Oh my, 21 out of shape, 88. Not doing much better. 88 instantly yeets himself to his box. And out of the race, the 88 has retired. Wow. .26 to go, the 88 retired. Remember, he was on that strategy with Lucas Hoytsma to have that extra set of tires. Clapper Newell coming down to take 4. He's going to go a lap down as he comes off pit road. Blake Roebuck full speed through 3 and 4. Clapper might stay on the lead lap. We'll have to see. It'll be close. Oh, he's already 1 lap down. He might go 2 laps down. I think he's safe. He's going to be about a lap and a half down. Should finish our cycle there. So Roebuck out front. 9 seconds now over Bill Rivard in second. J Munch, 69 truck is third. Lucas Hoytsma, even with that 1 set of not taking tires, already up to the 4th spot. Dominic Lee currently 5th. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, all playoff drivers. Cream rising to the top. Ethan Evers is in the 6th spot. Caleb Brees 7th. Travis Martin 8th. J.R. Deal trying to move on. He's in 9th. Brother Corey in 10th. Corey started from the pits. He's currently 1 lap down. He stayed on the lead lap most of the race. Only in this pit cycle has he fallen that lap behind. Jeremy Shearer in 11th. Ian Montrose 12th. Montrose struggling a bit. Giglio after that penalty for
Don't overtake 2 tires. It's not good.
the pit exit.
Rip.
Unfortunate contact that knocked Giglio into a penalty situation. Giglio now 13th, 1 lap down. TJ Floyd is 14th. There is Billy Davis in 15th. Clapper Newell 16th. Last truck 1 lap down. 2 laps down, Garrett Boyd, after he did that pit situation. Looked like he maybe had to come back down for some reason. He had a 1 second pit stop. Looks like he picked up a stop and go somehow. Or maybe he had to take a fast repair, 1 or 2. Chris Allfair 18th.
Don't worry, JR. I'll defend you.
Marderson 19th. That's all the 2 laps down trucks. Daniel Wall in his own lap, 3 laps down in 20th. Tyler Stillwell 6 laps down in 21st. Rough day for his return to the Truck Series. Roebuck cruising out front with 21 to go. Roebuck's taking tires each of his pit stops, so he is praying for no yellows. Drivers that would be sitting pretty if the yellow comes out. Lucas Hoytsma in 4th. And I can't say Garrett Boyd because he had to come back down. He's 2 laps down now. Quinn Newton out of the race, so the only drivers that we know saved a set, 2 of them are out of contention. Lucas Hoytsma would be the only one with a set of tires. So if there's a yellow, Lucas Hoytsma probably sitting pretty. Tire fall off here, very significant. We just finished that cycle of stops and we're already a second off the pace. I'm just impressed we've been green since the drop. Very impressive. Roebuck now by 10 seconds over the 10 truck Bill Rivard. We started the season with Bill Rivard winning at Homestead by 29 seconds. We've had some pretty long green flag runs. At Homestead race, there's only 1 yellow on lap 1.
Bye, Travis. Bye, Travis.
Jay Munch rides 3rd. Lucas Hoytsma 4th.
Bye,
Dominic Lee
bye.
5th. Closest battle on track appears to be Travis Martin. JR Deal, Ethan Evers. Evers up the track in the 8. JR Deal motors by, as does the 55 of Margerson. Margerson not for position, but Evers looking very slow in the 8. Something happened to that 8 truck. Ethan Evers well off the pace. Evers drifting back. Evers now a lap down. Truck doesn't sound like it's up to full speed. His last lap was a 36-second lap, 3 seconds off the pace. Keep an eye on him. He's still in the top 10, running 9th at the moment. Maybe got out of shape and up out of the groove. So he looks like he's running fine this lap. 34.7, still well off the pace, but can't tell him what happened there. Breesy getting by Travis Martin there. That's her position. Breesy up to the 6th spot. Trying to find you some battles to watch. Chris Allkire hitting pit road in the 43. And scheduled stop for that team. You see Tyler Stillwell. They're down in 19th and 21st respectively. Day's not going well for those trucks. Blake Roebuck. Day going very well. 9.2 the gap over Bill Rivard in the 10. Jay Munch is 3rd. Lucas Hoytsma 4th. 16 and 17 seconds behind race leader. Dominic Lee in 5th, 20 seconds back. Caleb Reese home by himself. Caleb's in 6th, 23 seconds behind race leader. You know, JR Deal with the lap truck of 55 of Margerson to contend with. JR's 7th. Travis Martin is 8th. Ethan Evers in 9th. Ian Montrose in 10th. Corey Deal 11th. Blake Giglio, after his 42nd hold, he's currently in the 12th spot. Jeremy Scher 13th. TJ Floyd 14th. Clapper Newell 15th. Davison 16th. Garrett Boyd 17th. Zach Margerson, we showed you a little bit ago, he is 18th, 2 laps down. Daniel Waller 19th, 3 laps down. Chris Allkire 20th, 4 laps down. And Tyler Stillwell, rough day coming out of the pits now, 10 laps down for the 32. 12 laps to go from Atlanta. 90% down, 10 to go.
Man, I must got a hole in my gas tank or something. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Ethan Edwards not able to save fuel, it sounds like. May have to take a second stop. Checking on the 8 as he goes by Travis Martin. To go. Everybody's now first truck 1 lap down. JRD last truck on the lead lap, and he has race leader Blake Roebuck right behind him. JR trying everything he can to stay on the lead lap in case of that late race yellow. He would be out of tires, but he would also be in that 7th spot. Hoistman is the only one that would have a set of tires. He would restart at the moment 7th if that yellow came out. .55 Margison just pounded the wall right behind these two. Just entered at the top and never came down, rode the wall all the way through. Roebuck up by nearly 9 seconds. Doesn't have to pass JR. Maybe he's cutting him a little bit of a break, as the gap is shrinking a little bit between Beauregard, but not quick enough to be alarming. Roebuck could also be saving fuel, although we suspect not in too much danger. Boyd, the 38, back on pit road. Weissman catching J-Munch. 2 red trucks on your screen, that would be for position. 3rd spot. J-Munch has it, Lucas wants it. That Giglio trying to reel in Corey Deal. A couple Toyotas doing battle with 7 to go. That'll be for the 11th spot. Giglio trying to recover again from getting run to the back of as he was attempting to pit, forced him to take up a pit road penalty. Blake able to clear Corey. Corey going to try the crossover here, gets to the inside and not quite alongside, so jumps back into the draft. Blake now closing in on Ian Montrose, just ahead of him, the 2 truck. Montrose going to try to block for all he's worth. Giglio gets into the back of him. Both trucks go up and into the outside wall. Giglio slides into the infield. Giglio trying to recover from his pit road penalty. Gets into the 2 as the 2 is not willing to give up that position whatsoever. Giglio drops back. Tough race for the 16. Montrose damaged now. There's Bill Rivard behind him. And J-Munch meanwhile for the 3rd spot.
Go around me, please, and
Hoistman and J-Munch doing battle. Both of them, I believe, are above the cut line. Let's take a quick peek. Yeah, they were Both of them above the cut line. So as 3 of the top 4 trucks, they should be okay as far as advancing. Don't really need to pass one another, but competitiveness kicks in sometimes. We'll be doing the points, by the way, here live on stream. You want to see who makes it and who does left. Stay here with Lucas as he looks to the inside of J Munch, heading through turns 3 and 4. Garrett Boyd in 38. Had a rough day ever since his strong run early. He's down in 19th, 3 laps down. He's probably just going to watch these two battle. Doesn't really have much purpose to get involved with 2 to go. Roebuck is 9 seconds ahead. Boulevard second in this battle for 3rd. White flag in the air for Blake Roebuck. These two seem to have sorted things out for the moment. Let's go back and catch our race leader as he heads down the backstretch. Number 30, Blake Roebuck, App State Ford F-150, part of the Forward Bite racing team. Makes his way through turns 3 and 4. Blake Roebuck, going to be your winner here at Atlanta. Well done, Blake Roebuck. Slides it sideways for effect. Boulevard going to come across for 2nd. J Munch and Lucas
Fuel.
coming through 3 and 4.
This was like,
I'm out of
It's
fuel.
like-
Sorry, guys.
Lucas ran out of gas there. Lucas still finishes 4th.
Yeah, Jeremy, good. Hey, Jeremy, good job. I couldn't talk on the radio. I was trying to let you know.
Dominic Lee 5th. Caleb Reese
Good one,
comes
Blake.
across for 6th. And that'll do it. JR Deal already finished a
one,
lap
buddy,
down in
Blake.
7th. Here's Ethan Evers. See if Blake Roebuck has the fuel for the burnout.
Remember that you have to mow the grass.
Hey, Jeremy, good battle there for 11th, buddy.
Get Blake, Bill, and Joel
yeah,
to
that was a
the
bunch of fun.
waiting room, por favor.
Thanks, bud.
Roebuck continues his phenomenal season. Been getting it done in all sorts of series.
I'm gonna say good race, guys. Y'all put me to sleep at about lap 70. I woke up at like 95.
And you hadn't missed anything.
Dude, what did I do to you? Jesus.
I was drifting. I didn't mean it.
The Forward Bite truck's going to burn it down together. Let's check the weight room, see who we got. See J Munch and Bill. Let's go ahead and get J Munch up here. J Munch, DG, you got a copy?
It's gone.
It's gone, the motor blew.
You fooled me.
I did.
Yeah, I ran out of fuel.
No, it's out of fuel,
There's
gotcha.
Burnouts.
Well, congrats on the top 3 finish here tonight. Looks like it's going to be enough for the final push into the final 4. Tell me how you feel about all that.
Yeah, I just knew if I stayed up, if I figured this in the top 5, I didn't really have too much of concern. But I was just trying to stay ahead of Lucas just for the heck of it. But
Yeah, it
it
looked
was
fun.
it was a little close towards the very end. But
And then he ran out
yeah,
of fuel.
did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew the way I was driving, I was saving enough every fuel run. I wasn't using that very last like lap of fuel every fuel run that I had in theory, because it would have probably been sputtering down pit road. So I knew by that I should have been fine for the final very end, unless we got a lap 2 green white checkered, I would have probably been screwed.
Did you know that we showed your truck for the entire lap 69?
I did not. No distractions. I mean, it's up on the screen, but I muted. I don't look up there.
Well, now you know.
I'll rewatch it. Don't worry.
Lap 69, we showed your truck the whole time. You even made a pass.
Appreciate it.
All
I
right,
don't
bud.
even know my past.
Got any friends, family, sponsor shout outs to give out to us tonight?
Well, I might as well shout out my Dale Earnhardt throwback truck that I've been running since I started the playoffs. It's been doing me well so far, so we're gonna just keep rolling it until it's over.
So shout out to Taz.
Yeah, and then do it for Dale, and then shout out for you for doing this. Appreciate it. I enjoy rewatching them, and then just the 1010s guys for letting me hang out with them and use some strategy together.
Tan.
And my beautiful wife that lets me race.
That's the most important one. All right, bud. Congrats on your third place finish tonight, and enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you in the playoffs and the finale next week.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
That is Shea Munch in the 69, bringing it home in the third spot tonight. Let's go back and find Bill's truck somewhere out on track. He got off the track, so we have to go find him. I promise we'll find it eventually. He did race. We saw the 10 a few times. And let's go with here. There he is. Told you we had a 10 truck. All right, let's pull up Bill. Bill, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you beat your painter, coming home in second place tonight, and should be more than enough to move you on to the next piece of the puzzle. So how are you feeling about it tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm excited that it wasn't a nail biter like Tuesday. That was fun. I love Atlanta. I'm excited for finals next week.
Yeah, lots of long green flag running, and it looked like a hell of a lot of fun out there. Wish I was out there with you. It looked awesome.
Well, come on, man. Put the gloves back on.
I got work to do.
No, you don't have work. It's fine.
I gotta do this broadcasting thing, or else nobody would care.
Just broadcast from the truck.
Broadcast from the truck. Here is my view the entire time. You don't get to know what else happens in this race.
Perfect.
All right, bud. You got any friends, family, sponsor shout outs to give out to us tonight?
10 tenths. Joel for painting. It's, everyone there. It's almost like a family.
Aw, love you guys.
I want to shout out my ex-girlfriend who said that this would never amount to anything. I showed you.
Beautiful stuff, my man. Beautiful stuff. All right, but congrats on the P2 finish tonight, and we'll see you in the finals next week.
Thank you.
That's Bill Rivard in the 10, bringing it home P2. Now let's go get tonight's big winner in the 30. Blake, we're talking like every race now. What's going on, man?
Man, I don't know what's going on, but that's crazy. You just must like me that much.
Evidently, or you like talking to me, one of the two. I mean, I don't have a lot of effect over your driving, but you do, so I'm going to say it's you liking to talk to me.
Yeah, we'll say that. Make me feel better about myself, I guess.
There you go. You got that new Ford partnership. Got all your vehicles finally changed over to Fords, and still out there competing and bringing home the wins. So it looks like it hasn't slowed you down at all, having to switch manufacturers mid-season.
No, if anything, it made me faster. This Ford Power's got me rolling. I don't think I've ever had a truck race that good. I've always had bad luck in these trucks, but finally got it done. These Ford Powers got me rolling.
10-4. Let's go ahead, drop those friends, family, sponsor shout-outs while we're thinking about them.
Absolutely. I want to thank my team over at 4Byte as always. My teammate Dominic, I don't think he made it to the championship but we were trying hard for him. He got a top 5 out of it, but it wasn't enough because guys he was battling finished second and third there. So it sucks, but he put in a heck of an effort. I want to thank my sponsors, Appalachian State, Luke Combs, Funky Tulip, and Taz Mraz. As always, I want to thank you for putting on the broadcasts and everybody over at Sidewinder. It's a fun league to race in, that's for sure.
And the fine folks at StackUp.org that help us put on this truck series. Appreciate everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, well, we'll see you in plenty of the finales next week. Not so much in the trucks, but I mean, I'm sure you'll still race with us. So coming out, have fun, support it, and we appreciate you. Appreciate you racing with us. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I kind of stunk up the show, but after Hayden kind of junked it up last night, I felt like I had to get one back. So hope you guys enjoyed it somehow.
Yeah, well, it's always fun. I love green flag racing, so it doesn't bother me.
I do too, obviously.
I was enjoying watching Giglio run you down, but then he got punted.
Yeah, it's interesting because I was talking to other guys in the weight room there. Is that first run I made it to lap 30, so our window is 30 laps, and I made it to lap 30, but that second run I noticed I really wasn't going to make it. So I started saving. I had like a 6-7 second lead, and I cut it all the way down to like 1 second, just trying to save fuel. And then it sucks because I was going to be racing Blake there, and then that happened to him. But yeah, that was fun saving fuel there and riding it out like that.
And are you glad that it stayed green? Because if you didn't, Lucas Hoisman had a set of
Oh, I
tires.
know. I was so worried about that. I was like, come on, just get the white flag. Just please. Because I know he would have won it if there was a caution.
Yep. Man, that was a crazy race. I can't believe it went green the whole way, but that's incredible.
Yeah,
All right,
that's
bud.
awesome.
Congrats on your win. And like I said, we'll see you in the finales and other series next week. And congrats to you.
Absolutely. See you guys.
Blake Roebuck in the 30, getting the big win tonight. Congrats to him. Have to say, this has been iRacing.com. You can head on over there, get a subscription, pick up the car and tracks, come race with us. Have a good time. DGSRacing.com is where you can find more information on the leagues. We race every single night in some kind of way, so come check it all out. We'd love to have you. We just try to have a nice community time, you know? We don't take it overly serious. It's just a fun, free league. We have a good time with it, so come on out. Have a good time. Average people running trucks and having a good time. All right. That's going to do it for us at the broadcast. Hope you guys have a fantastic week, and we will see you back here next week for the finale. Thank you guys so much, and we'll catch you in the next race.